What up, though? All praises go to the Most High, man. It's your boy Trill again, and today I want to talk about force. You know what I'm saying? Force, man. And it's a lot of different forces out here, man. We live in a world of duality, so it's forces of evil and it's forces of good. It's negative forces and it's positive forces, man. But today I want to talk about the force that we hold. You know what I mean? We hold a lot of force within us. It's the willpower we got. Your will is your force. You know what I mean? Where there's a will, there is a way. You know what I'm saying? And we got to understand, like, we co-create with the Most High. You know what I'm saying? Like, the Most High allows us to force things. You know what I mean? Allows our force to be experienced. You know what I mean? And it's like, I feel like a lot of times we kind of get off track by trying to force others or forcing situations or forcing ideas. You know what I mean? And that can be draining. You know what I mean? Because one thing about it, we the guys of ourselves, but we not the guys of the universe. You know what I mean? Like, we gotta master ourselves. You feel me? Like, you can force yourself to be happy, or you can force yourself to be sad, or you can force yourself to, eat something. You can force yourself to exercise. But you can't force nobody else to be happy. You know what I'm saying? You can't force nobody else to eat nothing. You can't force nobody else to exercise. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of these things that we be trying to force, it's not our will, it's God's will. We can only force ourselves to do stuff. You know what I mean? If you sitting there, you super tired, you can force yourself to get up and go work. You know what I mean? You can force yourself to do something. You can force yourself to accomplish something. But you can't force no grass to grow. Like, you can't force the sun to come out. You can't, if it's Wednesday, you can't force it to be Saturday. You feel me? So I feel like this is something that's super, super important, because we drain ourselves so much, man, trying to force stuff that we have no control over. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, all praises go to the Most High. If you sitting here trying to force something or force a narrative or force a situation, you trying to be God. Like, you taking the power from God, and that's impossible. That's impossible, man. You can't take the power from God. So you just draining yourself, and I fall victim to this a lot of time, man. Trying to force somebody to think how I think, trying to force somebody to feel how I feel. You know what I mean? Real talk, man. Sitting there trying to persuade them and trying to, I ain't gonna say manipulate them, because that's such a negative seeming word, but trying to manipulate them to do good, though. Like, dang, is it negative of me for trying to manipulate you to believe in yourself? Nick, you feel me? But you can't make nobody believe in themselves. You can't force nobody to think they got enough. You feel me? You can't force nobody to want to learn nothing, man. You can't force nobody to just, be who you want them to be. Flat out. You feel me? But you can force yourself to be who you want you to be. So it's like, that's key, man. That's key, man. Because I ain't gonna lie, I be trying to force my kids to do shit. I be trying to force significant others to do shit. I ain't gonna lie, man. I be trying to force people to see the value in me. But you can't force that. Either they see it or they don't. Like, either they respect you or they don't. You can't force nobody to respect you, but you can force yourself to realize that maybe this just ain't a respectful person. You feel me? Maybe this ain't a person who just see the value in everything. So guess what? I'm finna force myself to get the hell on, straight up. Like, no matter how much I love them, no matter how much I appreciate them, no matter how much I see the value in them, I see and I understand and I realize that it's not reciprocated. You feel me? Like, it's not an equal give and take. You know what I mean? So I need to, focus on something else, because wherever your attention goes, energy flows. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, when you pouring so much attention into something, you giving it your energy and you making it grow in a sense. So it's like, if you pouring all your energy into a cup that got a hole in the bottom, you wasting your energy at the end of the day. Like, you wasting it. All that good willpower, all that good strength, all that good resilience, all that good determination, all that good ambition you got, nigga, the cup got a hole in it. Like, hold up. Force yourself to realize that. Force yourself to understand the cup got a hole at the bottom. It's never gonna take this stuff. The cup will never overflow. Like, I'm never gonna reap the fruits of my labor from this, because, I'm pouring it into something that is faulty. You know what I mean? I'm pouring it into something that's damaged. I'm pouring it into something that can't even hold what I'm pouring into it. Like, flat out. So, like, man, we gotta understand that, man, because we'll get a lot farther in life. We'll get a lot further in life. You know what I mean? By pouring into things that will pour back into us. Like, when you filling that cup up with water, your intentions is to drink the water. You feel me? When you pouring that energy into it, your intentions is to be able to receive the energy back one day, when you need it. So if you pouring all your energy into some shit that will never pour back into you, you working backwards. You feel me? You hustling backwards. You feel me? Like, it's like you taking 10 steps forward to take 30 steps back. Like, come on, man. You gonna be drained at the end of the day. And it's never good to drain yourself. It ain't never good. It ain't never good to drain yourself, man. For real, for real. We gotta understand that. You feel me? As much as you pour into something, that thing one day, you feel me? All praises go to the Most High. One day, that thing should be able to restore you everything that you gave it. Just like with the plants, with agriculture, you know what I mean? Just think about a tree that bears no fruit. You pouring all this energy into it, but guess what? It might not never bear no fruit, but it's cleaning the air. You're giving it carbon dioxide when you exhale, and it's returning you oxygen. You feel me? It's returning oxygen. Trees turn carbon dioxide to oxygen. We all know that. You feel me? Everybody know that. We learned that in the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th grade, one of them grades. So it's like, we all know that. And it's like, this thing about the apple tree. You sitting there, you watering the apple tree, nurturing the apple tree. One day, you're going to be able to pick an apple off that motherfucker and eat it and be fulfilled. That's the stuff you got to pour into. You feel me? So, I love y'all, man. Good thoughts, good vibes, man. In a minute.